Hello everyone, it's Coach Rich, the head coach of Stuart Hall's football team. I hope this message finds everyone in good spirits during these tough times. We gotta find a way to still stay motivated and stay positive. To my football guys, I miss you guys. I can't wait to get back around you. Let those personalities flow. You know, we always have a good time. One thing with the football team is we're all about family. We're all we got. That's what we say all the time. And we continue to push that. My seniors, you guys are getting ready to move on to the next chapter of your lives. That doesn't mean our relationships end. These things continue. And I hope you guys the best. Mike, Will, Diego, Rye. I hope you guys, keep pushing. I know you guys are going to be great at whatever you put your minds to because you guys have that work ethics. And you got to just keep pushing with that. To my other guys, you guys got to stay working out and stay ready. So when this thing does end, we're ready to get right back to it. When I think about the football team, one thing that always gets me going is first when these guys get to doing their chant before the game. It gets the energy flowing. But then the biggest thing is the way guys play for each other. At the end of the day, the way guys play for each other. If you've ever been to one of our games and when the younger guys get in and you see the way the other players, they pick them up and they cheer them on, it's all about the next guy and all about, making sure we're there for each other. And that's just something, we got to continue to push. So hope everyone is finding a way to continue to do things to keep their minds in the right place. And until we get back to that field, fellas, keep working. All right, everybody, take care.
To Diego. The first of many qualities that comes to my mind is heart. With heart comes compassion, emotion, and empathy. Diego, every single practice, every single game, every single time just seeing you in the classroom, you showed heart. You don't just embody the roles of a leader, but one who's valued and loved by all of his peers. You just seem to have an instinct for caring. The ways I saw this was reaching out to me in the math classroom as a member of the team, or just helping me with technique during the games, and honestly just so much more. You were always there as one of my brothers, and that was especially felt on game days. Out of all the amazing memories we have, every game in the full swing of the game was my favorite, by far. You kept the energy through the whole season, and if anything, grew as the season passed, but also maintained immense composure. This wasn't just a normal year, but you didn't get stuck on that. You pushed on, and you pushed the team on. And I can't explain how much the football family is going to just miss you. Because you embody what a Stuart Hall football player is to the fullest extent. So thank you for giving the entire team and future players an idea of what a true Stuart Hall football player is.
Ryan. I could list about a million different examples of your incredible contribution to this team. I could talk about the time when you put the team on your back and you led us to a 70-36 victory over our rivals, Branson. Or I could talk about the fact that you still hold the school record for the most touchdowns in a single season, a record that you broke when you were just a junior. However, if there was one thing that you brought to this team that stood out most to me, it has to be the sense of family. And I want to touch base on two examples from my personal experience. The first example comes from Double Days, my freshman year. Ryan and I were paired together to do a workout with Barkley. And instead of just not talking to me and just doing the workout, Ryan actually went out of his way to introduce himself to me and to talk about my upcoming freshman year. He told me all about the teachers I was going to have and all about football too, and he even introduced me to his little brother who was in my grade. Even though it may seem like something pretty small, it made me feel way more comfortable in my new school and on my new team. Another example I want to talk about comes from this past season. I was given the nickname Lil Rye by Coach Rich. Coach gave me this name because I apparently looked and played like you when you were just a sophomore. not only do I see that as a major compliment, but I also feel like that nickname established a greater sense of family on our team. And I believe that in the sense that, I was Lil Rye. Having that nickname kind of made me feel like I was almost like a little brother to Ryan. No offense to Bo, of course. But having the nickname was great for me because it gave me that sense of family, and it also gave me motivation because if I was Lil Rye, then maybe hopefully I could be Big Rye one day. Anyway, I wish you the best of luck with wherever college takes you, Ryan. Just know that we'll be holding down Treasure Island for you every day, and you're welcome to visit whenever you want. Thank you.
Ryan Darwin is the most dedicated athlete I have ever met. For all 4 years on the team, he has always put his football family first and worked his hardest to help us wherever he can. In his 4 years, he helped to lead his team to a league championship and racked up a countless amount of scores. In our final game of 2018 against our rival Branson, Ryan played both sides of the field, never coming off and achieving 5 touchdowns to lead his brothers to victory. These scores don't truly tell Ryan's story, though. Along with being dedicated, Ryan is one of the most selfless beings I've ever met. After breaking his ankle on the field, Ryan refused to accept morphine to ease his pain because he thought that he would be disrespecting the team and the game of football by receiving any kind of drug on the field. Ryan really is the definition of putting others before yourself, and that's what makes him one of the most amazing athletes and people that I've ever had the privilege of knowing. And with that, I would like to say thank you, Ryan, for everything you have done for this team and for your brothers. The school won't be the same without you.
Will Larson. After 4 long years at Stuart Hall and 4 pseudo years on the football team, you're headed off to college. You're one of the funniest guys I know, but also one of the most hardworking. You put in the extra work and effort this season and in turn became one of our best and one of my most trusted linemen. Whenever anything was going wrong on the field this year, you were the first person running over to both me and Coach asking what was wrong and how he could fix it. Though this was the only year I was able to play with you on the team, it was clear that you were passionate about the team and cared a lot. I want to conclude by saying thank you. Thank you for always giving it your all. Thank you for always having my back. And most of all, thank you for always blocking for me. I hope you have a great time in college because you deserve it. Much love.
Big man Mike, where do I even start? Ever since I was a freshman, new to the program, new to the family, I always saw the passion you held for the game. I saw it in all you guys, but Mike, you always seemed hungry. When you were announced for captain, I wasn't surprised because Mike brings an energy with him on and off the field. It's the kind of energy that makes you want to hit someone in the mouth. Not to mention he stepped up in a big way when he volunteered to be the next center following Max. He had big shoes to fill and made sure he put in the work so that he could go above and beyond his expectations. I'm real proud of Mike. I don't just consider him to be my captain, I consider him to be a good friend. Whenever I see Mike, it doesn't matter where, he always comes up and says hi, says what's up. To me, that's what makes our program special. When you're on the field with your brothers, you know you can trust them because you put in the time and the work off the field. Mike has been such an inspiration to all of us as the kind of captain and leader you want to be and the kind of community you want to build around you. Mike, thank you so much for being a great friend and a great captain, and I wish you the best in your new roads ahead.